Good morning everybody, Car and Biker here. Lovely bright Wednesday morning. I've got the week off work today. It was my birthday yesterday and I always have the week off on my birthday. So today is fun day. Get the bike out. I'm heading off to meet up with Chris and we're off to look at, well, I assume we're off to look at motorbikes. We're off to a dealership he wants to go to. I don't know if you're looking at motorbikes or something else he wants, but looking at motorbikes is always good, and that's what I'm going to do. Off to a BMW place, and then we're going to go for, well, I'm going to go and look at a place potentially for a future video that's nothing to do with motorbikes. Don't know whether I'll do the video or not, to be honest. And then off to Squires for a cuppa before heading home to wash the salt off the bike, because it's one of those days. They were out salting last night. It's pretty cold. You can probably tell from my mirrors. I came on to wipe them. Just everything's so cold and dewy this morning, which makes it a really good day for trying something new. I've been grumbling recently. I'm good at grumbling. It's my age. I'm 52 now, as of yesterday. Officially a grumpy old man, I was told, when I hit 50. So at least I know what I am. But I've been grumbling about the Pinlock, which I don't have in today. And it is a really cold, really moist day. So a good day for seeing what the visor's like without a Pinlock, but with something new. I would have expected this visor to be as foggy as anything by now, but right now there is not a spot of fog on it at all. And I'm putting that down to something I'm trying out. The thing I'm trying out, because I was fed up with the Pinlock, I thought, well, I'm going to try and find someone who can tell me that there's a good cleaner or something, or a good anti-fog treatment. And I looked around YouTube at all the various people talking about anti-fog treatments, and every last one of them there were issues with. You know, they didn't fully stop fogging, or they made the view out of the visor blurry, or whatever it might be. There was always something. And then I had a thought. For those cold mornings where I want to take a photograph with my camera, I always wipe the camera over with the Zeiss products. I thought, well, if Zeiss are good for that kind of thing, for cleaning the lenses, getting them absolutely spotless, which you need obviously for a camera, maybe they've got something for anti-fog as well. So I had a look, and they do indeed. They have an anti-fog spray that you can use on cameras, and it also says you can use it on glasses and goggles and visors, motorbike visors. I thought, I'll give that a try then. So I had a hunt around, and I found somebody selling some on eBay. 2 bottles for a £5. A bottle is only small, it's probably 25 millilitres, but I used 2 fine mistings, 2 sprays, and can't really tell that the spray is any less empty. So I think it's going to be good for a lot of goes. So I took the visor off the other day, took the Pinlock out again. I got one of my camera lens wipes. I thought I'll give the visor a clean with that first, because it says make sure your visor's clean first. So I wiped it over with one of those. It's basically an alcohol wipe, designed for cleaning camera lenses. So I gave it a wipe with that to get it spotless. No dirt came off, but there was a little smear, so it got rid of that. And then I gave it 2 little mists, 2 sprays of the anti-fog coating. Wiped it over. It says just wipe it and just keep wiping until it's dry. Now here I am, 10 minutes into my ride, on a day where the temperature is maybe 3 degrees at the minute. Certainly cold enough that I've got my heated vest on and winter gloves. Looking around my visor, there is no fog, nothing at all. The visor's completely shut. I've got my vent shut as well, just to really test the theory, and I've got the chin curtain in tight up against my neck because it's blooming cold, and zero fog at all. It's wonderful. So all I've got, there is a slight problem I've got this morning, but it's nothing to do with the anti-fog coating. The slight problem I've got is I'm getting a little bit of moisture on the outside of the visor, but that's mainly spray off the other vehicles. You can see it kind of appearing on my screen as well. But apart from that, it's as clear as anything. Now, I don't know how long it'll last because this is the first time I've used it. I've seen people with other anti-fog treatments say you have to replace them every few days. I'm assuming that's people who are riding every day, because I actually did this treatment 8 days ago, maybe 9 days ago. So it hasn't worn out through not using it, but we'll see how long it takes to wear out when I'm actually using it and how often I'll have to reapply it. You get an idea maybe at just how moist the air is out here, because it's now starting to be foggy in the air outside my helmet, and I can actually see my breath inside the helmet, but it's not attaching to the visor. I'm about 20 minutes further into my ride now, and something interesting is happening. The visor is starting to fog. Weirdly, it's starting to fog a bit like I had a Pinlock in. I've got a band of fogging appearing at the top of the visor. I don't know if I'll be able to show you in the mirror. I shall try, although the mirror is quite messy as well. Don't know if you'll be able to see that there. I'll move around a bit. Hopefully you can get a picture of that, or I can freeze frame it. So it seems that it's reached its limit. And I've got this line, in fact there's a little line at the bottom appearing as well, I think. It's not fogging how I would expect it to fog. Normally it just kind of goes everywhere at once, but it's kind of starting at the edges and creeping in really, really slowly, much slower than it would if it didn't have a treatment on. But that said, I seem to now have exactly the same problem as I do with a Pinlock, in that in the past, with no treatment, if I open the visor without a Pinlock but with fogging, then the misting disappears in about a second or two. But now with this treatment in, it doesn't. So if you can try and get to a point where you can see it. Hopefully that should have shown it. I can see it in the mirror, but I've got to think about where the camera is. So I'm now going to open the visor a notch, and without the fogging treatment, or the anti-fog treatment, it would have been gone by now. But if I show you, it isn't. It's definitely hanging around. So I didn't want to end this video with a recommendation for it if it's going to actually not be any better. So nope, it's not a solution, I don't think. It's certainly not fixing the problem entirely. I've now had the visor open a notch for quite some time and it's still there. So I have to think about this carefully now. Do I pull in here now? Because I'm just arriving at Seaways where I'm meeting Chris. Do I pull in here now, pop the visor off and give it a good clean inside and out to get rid of it? Or do I try and persist with it? But either way, it's not the fix I hoped it would be. So might have to try something else. Well, it's nearly Christmas. Probably by the time I've got this video out there, because of my slow rate, it'll be February, it'll be Valentine's Day or something. It's nearly Christmas. Maybe I shall try one of those anti-fogging mask things that people have told me about on the previous videos comments. Anyway, thanks for watching everyone. Ride safe, and I'll talk to you all again soon.